I'm just gonna wait till some people get in. It sounds a little unscheduled because it kind of is, but it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I recently did a recorded video. Some of the stuff I might talk about that I think I did recorded videos of. Others is just new topics that are just coming up. But I'll wait till I get some viewers first. Okay. It's gonna be a while, so since I didn't my channel's small. It looks like we got 2-3 people. How y'all doing? Those who are now watching. So far, no one's saying anything in the chats, but that's okay. All right, let's see who's here. Black Rage 843. What's up? Welcome. Welcome. I guess the next thing I need to do is make sure that people who want to get on the chat or people to actually come and at least watch the video come over as well. So I'm about to do that. Like I said, a lot of this was unscheduled. So of course I'm not going to get as many viewers yet. That's also because sometimes YouTube just don't know when to give people notifications. But at least could talk about what's going on and stuff like that before I go into some topics. First of all, the reason why it's been a while since I've done a live stream is because at least I had things to do. Yes, I guess I should talk about that because yes, I now just heard about what happened. That might be actually a topic I might talk about first. Hey, Gab Talk Media. I'm also going to send links to anyone who wants to join in the panel. There are some people I may have emails of, others that don't. And then there's some where I might have the email, but I don't know what the email is. So I don't know if I send the links to the right email. So just in case, if y'all can do that for me, put in that email information so I know what I have. And that is if you want to do it, and also if you want to be part of the panel, make sure so that I can put in links. I also put in links on Google Hangout. As you know, once again, I do not no longer, or try not to, put links that could come to back and haunt me in the future. Oh, also make sure where I end up with trolls coming in my panel when I don't want them. I now only allow people in the panel invites, and that is through email or Google Hangout. a connection to a conversation. Also, make sure to hit that like button because that also helps with people knowing that I have certain videos for streams. What up, Katie? What up, Craig J? About to get a link to for the panel in a few minutes if y'all want to come on in. Just doing some last minute stuff. I'm going to put in a couple links. One for people who are not watching this but want to watch it. And then another one will be the Hangout link to go on the panel. By the way, for those who are just coming in that haven't said about how they're doing, how y'all doing? All right, so before we talk about the topics, I just want to tell you I was on vacation. I think last weekend or the weekend before, I went to North Carolina to visit family. Don't worry, KD, I will help you out if I can. I hope it's not YouTube that's messing with people's channels, causing disconnections to happen. Or Google and here is. Oh, I'm just trying to get put something. So don't worry, KD. I'm about to go into Google Hangout and check something out. Gab, if you want to come in as well, you can come on in. But all right, now back to my story. So as you know, I decided to go over to North Carolina with my father this past couple weekends or this last weekend. I hope you feel better, Black Rage. But anyway, yeah, I was visiting family in North Carolina the other time. So when I did my last video, not the one I recently did, but before last weekend, that was why I didn't make a lot of posts and stuff that week or any videos because of the fact that I was out around that time. Ooh, we got some people who's already on Google Hangout, but they're just not watching this live stream. Maybe I'll find a way to get in contact with them. All right. Think I just found your name, KD. Maybe yours as well, Gab. Also going to put in a new conversation that helps. So you can look in Google Hangout right now. Gab, KD, and you could check for links there. Let's see, okay. All right, found your name, Gabs, if you want to come on in. I'm also going to be putting these links in y'all emails as well, as usual. So make sure y'all check y'all email boxes while watching this live stream. All right, now back to my story. My father's college that he went to was also the same college that he met my mother. It's called North Carolina A&T, and they had a homecoming. Unfortunately, the tickets were sold out, so we didn't get to go to the game. We did go to the parade and everything, so we gotta remember next time to buy our tickets in advance because technology and stuff. Now more people are starting, and it's a very popular homecoming. I hear a lot of people talk about the A&T, North Carolina A&T homecoming. So That was one of the reasons why tickets sold out a lot quicker than last homecomings. We used to be able to buy our tickets the last minute. We can't anymore. But the good news was I got to visit my family, my grandparents, a few of my cousins, my aunt, my uncle. So we had a good time. Played card games and stuff like that. On the way back home, we decided to stop over Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, Southern Virginia, because that's where my brother lives, somewhere over there. And it was his birthday on the day we was going back home. And we wanted to go back over there to celebrate my brother's birthday. So yeah, that's what happened. But it was great. All right. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm clicking certain names so that could do like a big giant email link that will give you what I put down so that people. All right. All right. Don't want to forget him. Anyone I miss, I'll just have to do a separate one later. All right, but so yeah, we celebrated my brother's birthday, and then of course we came back home. One of the other reasons why I didn't do any live streams a while is because I had certain health things going on, a cold, and then I was too focused worrying about my foot and ankle, so it was hurting. I think because I have flat feet and stuff, so I had to start wearing more supportive shoes. And I was just too focused on that. I didn't even feel like going on the computer. You didn't get it? Well, check your email because I just put in a link in your email. Matter of fact, you, Gab, crew, a lot of people. I just put emails whose emails I have should be on there. I'm also gonna check my phone to make sure you are connected. That might help as well. So I'm gonna take a look at some things. I might have to turn the volume down on my phone. I forgot how to send friend requests and stuff. Because I never really do that. Usually people just come in on here. They just come. Or just people came out of nowhere. But crew, if you want to come on in, I also sent you a link in Google Hangout and your email. So look at least one of those areas, and there should be a link to allow you to come into the panel. And that is only if you want to come on in. It says here you're a friend here on YouTube and on Google, KD. So yeah, there's still stuff that I'm trying to learn about this friending stuff on YouTube that I don't get. So maybe I have to look at a tutorial one day about it to understand. Let's look at what we got. We got 7 people watching, which is good. I might more announcements. For announcements, I might be doing once again another one of those support these platforms and channels. I'll be my 7th video of that will be on my main channel, Jdawg 8807. It'll be the first time that I do a live streams on my video series called Support These Platforms and Channels. That's where I talk about different people that I suggest y'all subscribe and check out. My 7th video, my 7th episode, you could say, will be for the first, and will be the first, even though it's my 7th episode, it'll be the first episode that I do live on my main channel, Jdawg 8807. I think I might start doing more live streams on my main channel since I got more people subscribed to it. Not to say that I won't ever do anything on my live stream. My live stream channel, Jdawg Live, will still be used as a backup in case if anything happens, like I get flagged for no reason and can't do live streams on my main channel. That's what the purpose of the live stream channel was the backup, a place that I could still do live if anything were to go wrong. And that's why I have a lot of backup channels. All right. I was wondering if anyone that's trying to get on the live stream, if they've been able to get on. What? You still haven't got it yet? Did you at least check your email? Because I think I put in your email. Let me check. Let me see if yours was one of the video emails. Okay. Yours is one. Because I see your name here on Google Hangout, and as a hold on. Yeah, I see your name on here as someone I can talk to, have a new conversation as part of the group. I just don't get how come. I just don't get how come you don't see any of my links. That's kind of messed up. And you are friended on YouTube. So I'm going to put another link in your email. This time I'm going to do it just separate, just you. So check your email. Yeah, just start checking your email because there's some stuff at Google Hangout I still do not know how to do or get. But unless, of course, someone in the chat room could show me how. But I just sent you another email with the link. So yeah, but I just don't get how come. All right, okay, yeah, okay. Oh, I got contact. Hey crew, what's up?
What's the word?
Hey, what's up? All right, I just sent KD an email. You know, I'll still just give him another email just in case too. Because I hope it's not you. I bet you it's YouTube doing something or Google doing something, messing with people's channels and messing with people's link. I hope he didn't get blocked or anything. That's another thing that I hope did not happen. I'm about to give him the second email right now. And if you can help, crew, you can give him, even though he may have my email, you can give him a link as well if you can to help him out, because something is going on. But then again, that's YouTube messing with people's channels. Crew, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna forward the email to him. I got his email.
All right, yeah, but I just gave him an email as well with the link, so hopefully that helps. Right now, I'm about to get into my first topic, and everyone is talking about it, so I might as well talk about it because this happened just today. As y'all know, we had Black Panther came out in theaters on February. In April was Infinity War, and in July was Ant-Man and the Wasp. But the Black community was more focused with the Black Panther movie. But let's not forget the man that created the comic book company that brought us the Avengers and Black Panther and the X-Men and all that was this man right here, Mr. Stan Lee, the American comic book writer, editor, and executive producer, and basically one of the big founders and editor-in-chiefs of Marvel Comics. This was the man in Marvel Comics, the man that made it all possible, the man that if it wasn't for his existence, we wouldn't have Black Panther. And I mean, this is, you have to admit it, if it wasn't for guys like him, we wouldn't have Black Panther, the Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and stuff like that. I mean, some people may have created something similar to Stan Lee, but this was the guy that brought us to it. And he died. I don't know the cause of death because it's just been announced just a couple hours ago, or maybe an hour ago. All right, thank you, KD. I mean, crew. So, crew, if you can hear, what do y'all have to think about this in the chat room?
Well, you know, he was a legend, you know, in his own right with making them comic books and stuff like that. I wish he would have never sold it to Disney though. No, Walt Disney was the biggest racist in the world. But then comics, like everybody on YouTube is you know, basing their stuff off the comic books and stuff like that. I mean, that's our pastime. You know, even though they created it, I mean, that's what we did. And you know, that's a legend that's not here no more. So no more cameo appearances in the movies and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is though. He lived long life, 95, so.
Yeah, he did. He lived a long life. Now, I know he probably got maybe some final appearances already filmed and stuff. You know, next year you got Captain Marvel. You have the 4th Avengers movies. You have an upcoming Spider-Man movie. X-Men Dark Phoenix is coming up, if anyone wants to watch that. You got the upcoming animated Spider-Man movie that's actually next month on December 14th. I mean, you might at least hear his voice, maybe. But yeah, those will most likely be the last times, if already filmed, that we'll ever see or hear him. if he happens to show up. And yeah, there are some people that said that maybe he, for some reason, he should not have sold some of the rights to Disney. We know that Disney is trying a full takeover of Marvel. Oh, I got that email. You can check that email now, KD, because that link should be there right now. Because I do have that particular email. Although let me check something. Wait, hold on. This one's a little bit different. Hold on, checking out something real quick. Oh, this is a different email. Oh, okay. I never seen this particular email, so I'm about to update. So thank you, KD. This is a different email. I'm gonna have to admit, but thank you, KD. It's always good to have updates. All right. All right. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Okay. All right, this is going to take a little while, but I just need to check something out because KD gave me, I think, a new email. So I'm going to delete the contact real quick, and then I'm going to put this new thing in. All right. Oh, okay, I see it now. All right, now what I'm about to do is, KD, I'm about to thank you for the new email. So I'm going to give you a link to come on in. I didn't know about this new email, but thank you anyway. All right, so if KD's still here, I'm gonna give him a link to come on in. This must be a new channel or something. But I really can check that out later. All right, KD, I just sent in a new link. I should still keep this one just to get. All right, but yeah, now back to the thing. All right, yeah, just check your email now. So, but yeah, once again, he's a legend. So, to some people, he will be heavily missed in a way. Yeah, I understand that too. That situation, KD. And I guess my condolences to the family of Stan Lee. And A lot of people are thanking him for some of the work that he gave to his fans, to fans of Marvel and stuff. You know, Marvel will still continue on. All right, so I'm about to click that off, and I'm about to go on to the next topic. All right. All right. As you know, this past week we had the midterms. Right now, the biggest talk is Andrew Gillum looks like he's about to lose because now they're recounting the votes along with the votes of Stacey Abrams because some people think that voter fraud and voter suppression is going on, so they can't really get a clear winner. Let's see. KD, what's up?
Hey, thanks, Jdawg. How you been, man?
Hey, if you hear any buzzing, that's my phone because for some reason Arlington, Virginia is calling it, and I have nothing to say to them because I do not know that number. I see that number too many times and they don't leave a message. So obviously it's not too important.
Oh, yeah,
But anyway.
man. Congrats on your vacay, man. I mean, I know everybody needs it once in a while.
All right, and also thank you for the new email. So I just updated my contact list. But yeah. But the biggest thing I wanted to talk about is the beef that has come as the result of the election, and that is between Roland Martin and Tariq Nasheed. I actually looked at Tariq Nasheed's video talking about how Roland Martin is saying that he is a disgrace, and he's even calling out Jason Black, even though he doesn't say Jason Black. He actually says Jason Whitlock. Now, Jason Whitlock, the guy from Fox Sports, he is a disgrace to the black community. But the thing is that Tariq Nasheed says he doesn't want people to vote, but Tariq Nasheed said the reason why is because these politicians are not doing anything for black folks, and that black folks are not going to just keep coming all the time if they have no black agenda. And some blacks are not going for either party. They're just writing people in or going an independent route, which in the future, what we really need to do is form our own party. That would be the one thing we eventually do. But you had Porky Martin, Porky Pig himself. He sounds like Porky Pig. Going around shaming black people, him, Oprah, or should I say Oprah, and going around. I thought that we had rights to vote for whoever or not vote at all, and they try to use the ancestors and stuff like that. So, if the Democrats, we all know the Republicans have no agenda for us. That's positive. But if the Democrats are not going to have an agenda for black people, and then why should we vote for them too? They may not show their races. Oh, yes, I saw that Black Rage. I saw how they had all those Oprah and all those black celebrities and Obama to try to shame black. No, that wasn't to celebrate how far black people go. No, that's just to shame black people to doing something that may not be the best interest for black people. Hey, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, what's up? Hey, I got your email, so if you want to come on the panel, I'll just send you a link to in your email or on Google Hangout if you want to join in. Matter of fact, I'm also going to add you as a mod because some reason you're not modded. I just modded you, and I'm about to go into your email and Google Hangout so to give you a link if you want to join in the panel. As soon as I can. Oh, here you are. I would like to hear maybe your say. Oops. Sorry about that. I think I still have not highlighted the link. I think that is your email still. Let me change that. Good thing I have not sent the email yet. All right, I'm about to send it now. Sheep Stay Sleep TV. So if you want to come on in, that will be great. Also gonna find your name on Google Hangout. If I could find it. Okay, let's see. Well, you might be in some conversation because I don't think I'm linked to you yet. Might be able to find you in a conversation or something. All right, so check your email. Sheep Say Sleep TV. So if you want to come on you can also check out Google Hangout and look for the link there if you want to come on in. All right, now back to what I said about roly poly. First of all, do y'all have anything to say about what I just mentioned?
All right, I'll go ahead and start it off. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Now people misunderstood my position on this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and reiterate this again. We all know damn well that Roland Martin is a left wing boule hack. He's still getting paid by the left wing boule, and obviously he's gonna tell all melanated people to vote because the more people he tells to vote, the bigger check he gets. I mean, let's just cut to the damn chase. He's
I want to interrupt you for a second. Underrated Darkness, I sent you a couple links to get on the panel. So if you want to come on in as well, you can come on in. They're on Google Hangout and your email, Underrated Darkness, if you want to come on in. He's in the chat room. Forgive me for interrupting you. Go on, Mr. KD.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I keep hearing about ancestors died for this, ancestors died for that. But with all the evidence that I've seen over the years, the only reason that we're allowed to vote is really to uphold Edomite supremacy, which most people call white supremacy. I call Edomite supremacy. I think that's really the real reason they died for it, even though nobody wants to say it. And I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but look at the system we in now. We're still under Edomite supremacy. And it's like people are looking at that to escape Edomite supremacy, and that just wasn't going to work to me. So Roland Martin, he just paid Roland for his own check, his own checking account and everything. He's looking out for himself, so he can pat himself on the back saying he got a bunch of so-called black people to vote. And that's pretty much what it is. I think the whole voting system is a scam based around Edomite supremacy, Jdawg.
Yeah, I think so too. In a way, I'm like, one thing he is not telling us is what is the agenda for black people. What are the people he wants us to vote for going to do for black people? We're not idiots. Okay, if they're not going to do stuff for black people, then why should we vote for them if they're not going to do anything? You're supposed, when it comes to the voting, you're supposed to have an agenda, financial back end. You need to have research of the candidates, and you also have to make demands saying we will vote for you and vote for this if it helps us. We want land. We want better paid jobs. We want higher wages in our work forces. We want our own businesses. We want better education for our kids. We want the real history that benefits that the black community and the black youth needs to hear, better education and stuff. You're not going to give it to us. Why should we vote for you? See, I don't see Roland Martin talk about what's the benefits. He's just saying we have to just do stuff just to do stuff.
And look, I'm no Tariq fan, but I'm with him 1,000% on this. And here's pretty much the reason why. the majority of the candidates are fucking Edomites. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Uh, this whore Gretchen Whitmer just got elected governor to the state of Michigan. I didn't participate at all because it was two Edomites fighting for that position. Because I know at the end of the fucking day, that only Edomites are gonna benefit from this system. And according to this whore Gretchen Whitmer, who is an Edomite by the way, Edomite Becky, she's in there to benefit Edomite Becky, which wasn't gonna help me at all. And that is probably another reason I'm looking to move the fuck out of Michigan early next year. I can't stand that bitch. She's a whore. She used the female vote to help Becky's out, and that's why I'm getting the fuck out of Michigan. Fuck every damn Edomite candidate on there. Real talk.
And it's not just the white candidates. Let's talk about the so-called black candidates. What just because they're black, what they're gonna do for their communities. All right. What was Gilliam gonna do for the black community, just the black community alone? What was
Nothing.
Ingram gonna do? What was just Ellis gonna do?
Nothing. Just be black faces of Edomite supremacy, just like I've just said previously. And here's my thing with the whole black candidate thing. They're just there to uphold Edomite supremacy. Just look at Stacey Abrams' platform. Who the fuck does it cater to? Edomite supremacy. Same thing with Gilliam. Same thing with this other despicable coonette, Faith Johnson from the Dallas DA office. She got shellacked in a race the other day. I mean, they're just nothing but black faces and Edomite supremacy. That's why I look at voting as a fucking joke to me. Now, I know a lot of people going to disagree with me, but that's just my position on it. It's never going to help us.
I know. I'm not saying to put voting off the table. We need to build our own party to vote people in. We need to create our own candidates to run for office and stuff. And we need a financial backing so that we could get these candidates in and stuff. So I'm not going to put it off the table. But once again, if it's not for something, it's just because we're afraid of Trump or we want Trump to lose power and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so we hate Trump. We understand that. Okay, the next thing I need to know is what you're going to do for me to help my situation. Because my situation isn't always about what Trump is doing on Twitter and whatsoever. I can care less if Trump tweets and acts a fool in front of the world leaders in France and not go to some cemetery because of the weather or because he just was too lazy. I'm worried about what's happening with my community, the black community, why we keep getting killed by race soldiers and racists, and not just white racists, and stuff like that. I want to worry about why we are having a hard time building black-owned businesses and getting a better education for our black youth and stuff like that. That's what I'm more concerned with. And I'm more concerned with what's happening with just only me in my life.
Here's the thing. We actually tried this all black narrative with a mayor that goes by the name of Kwame Kilpatrick that got voted to Detroit mayor's office in 2002. All black narrative, all black agenda. Obviously got took it down by the bullshit with the Manukian Mansion situation. We actually tried that. And unfortunately, for some reason, he got greedy. He got bigger than his own britches. And he forgot about the very people who voted his butt in. And the thing with that is, the reason I look at that as an example, because we actually tried that here in Detroit. And obviously, every time we vote.
Hold on, something's going on with your audio. It's like it lowered. Let me see if I can fix something.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but I want to fix your audio just in case. All right, continue what you were saying.
What I was saying was we actually tried this, in Detroit with Kwame Kilpatrick, and the reason I believe it failed because he was more about himself in the end. I mean, it could have worked out if all black people were engaged, but obviously we weren't. But yet he still got elected through the majority of the black so-called black vote. We actually tried to set things up in that way, but the powers that be at the governor's office had something to do with it too. People just don't understand that this is Edomite. This is Edomite system. We could try everything under the sun, and my problem with it is we're never going to escape Edomite supremacy. Now that's my final conclusion on this. I mean, we actually tried this in Detroit, and this shit didn't work. Really, for two reasons: Edomite supremacy and Kwame's own selfishness. That's what led us to the downfall, from my point of view.
Yeah. All right. Black Rage 843 just pointed out that Stacey Emerald was looking out for LGBT and immigrants. And I'm like, okay, so what does that do for black-born citizens of America? And I say black Americans or black-born citizens of America because, yeah, I know there's black immigrants. I know there's black LGBT, but I bet you it won't even work for them. And another thing is, what about black straights? And what about born Americans? How is the LGBT and immigrants being fixed going to help straight black people and black born American citizens? All right, so that's something that Stacey Abrams does not understand.
I'm just gonna speak on Israelite code a little bit. She had no intention of helping the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Levi, and the tribe of Benjamin at all. Because I know all three of those tribes are well represented in Georgia. Now, the tribe of Judah is the American Negro. The tribe of Levi, I believe, is the Haitians, and the tribe of Benjamin is the so-called Jamaican. Now, I know all three of those tribes are well stationed in Georgia, and yet Stacey Abrams nor Andrew Gilliam, I think two blackface coons, really laid out nothing when it comes to the so-called melanated race at all. They was all going to cape for the enemy, which we all know today, as most people would call white supremacy, Edomite supremacy. They were just, once again, black faces for Edomite supremacy.
Yep. I mean, the only reason why I wanted Gilliam to win was just to rub it in the face of white supremacists. But then at the same time, I was concerned, what was Gilliam going to do? Crew, do you have anything to say about the situation?
Yeah.
Crew, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I be going through some dead zones sometimes. But as for the voting, yeah, they do need to find out what's the plan going to be for, like, I'll say it like this: indigenous blacks who are descendants of slaves. You know what I mean? Then that encompasses us and not the people that just got over here or, just hopped on the plane or the refugees, because we're the ones that built it. And I think our agenda needs to be no more taxes, free college, free land, business grants, loans, and everything. Just like the new immigrants get. Just like the Arabs, Chinese, and everybody. They get free business loans. They get startup money. Before, when all the Europeans were coming over here, they were chopping up the land and giving it to them. Why can't they do that for us? I'm looking at a whole bunch of empty land right now. You know what I mean? So there's a lot they can do, but people don't get held accountable. As for just having a black face in office, and look at Sheriff Clark. And that'll tell you just a black face doesn't mean anything. I'll vote for a white guy if he's doing something that is going to be in my interest. Like where I'm at, we're only 1.6% of the population. The whole state is Republican. And I'm looking at the balance like, there's nobody for me to vote for because it's not really going to make no difference. So I just wrote my name in on everything on the ballot. You know what I mean?
No, maybe I should do that one day. Just write my name. I bet you someone will be interested in voting for me. Yeah, I remember I was watching Nicole's View, and she said that she admitted that she voted for Jill Stein, and that was because Jill Stein was one of the few non-black candidates that was willing to talk about reparations and stuff. But that was what Nicole's view said. Yeah, if for some reason there was a non-black person that was able to do something for us more than the black person would, yeah, that will also be a big shocker. And then that also answer, uh, um, okay, this non-black person was willing to do more for black people than the actual black candidate. Why should we still vote for the black candidate just because he or she is black?
Hey, that's what I was saying about when Kanye was meeting up with Trump. You know, Trump trying to get a win with black folks any way he can. So if that man is willing to talk reparations or talk about ending the prison industrial complex or something like that, I'm saying listen to him because we got leverage with him. Democrats, we don't have no leverage with them because everybody out go vote Democrat no matter what. No matter how bad the Clintons did, no matter how bad Obama did, you know, they still run out and go vote for all of them. Rahm Emanuel, all of them. All them garbage people that have done some terrible things to the black community. So, you know, and they still go vote for them, and it's like they don't have any leverage. If you can't punish the people, well, what's the leverage? What are you going to get accomplished?
Yeah, that's another thing. Now there are some people I do not agree with. People like Dennis Rodman, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Sylvester Stallone. I do agree with people like Deontay Wilder, who's a boxer, except for the fact that I did not agree with him going to meet the president. The reason why that happened is because a black person who is dead by the name of Jack Johnson, a former boxer, got pardoned. Kim Kardashian went to the White House, and Trump pardoned a black grandmother. And yes, some of those people did talk about housing and stuff like that. And Dennis Rodman, in a way, was trying to help out in some way, even though I disagree with him with things, and he does act coonish, try to keep peace with North Korea so that we don't end up going into World War III. And they did it with Trump in office. When all those same people went to Obama did nothing to help those people or to help with certain situations. They actually went and just criticized them and went after Kanye. That's why Kanye went the Republican route. Kanye actually was a supporter of Obama, but Obama calls him a jackass, and that's why. So that I do understand. You were kind of doing the protest vote. Now, do I still think Kanye acts coonish and is a coon? Yes. Do I defend some of these people? No. Or any of these people? No. But what was Obama doing to help out the situation? When they brought it up to Obama, Obama did nothing. He was not doing anything for the black agenda. He was too. I know he has to be the face, the president of everybody, but you only focus on the other groups and not one time for the black community. So yeah, that's what you'll have to think about.
And that's my thing with Obama. He should have never got on that thing trying to shame us for our ancestors and this and that, because these are not his ancestors. He is not indigenous black American who came from slaves. You know what I mean? He's not the one who they took the land from and enslaved them over here. He just had nothing to do with us, and he was raised by the Edomites. They did all Edomites all his life and just got me killed so he looked good for running for the election. Come on, that man is not one of us. He just looks like it, but he's not one of us, mentally or nothing.
And you know what the thing is? He did stuff for a lot of people, and you know what? Some of them still hate him to this day. Even though he catered to them, they still hate him. They still said it wasn't enough. When they did lose, they blamed him. So, yeah, we were the ones who helped the black community help put Obama in, but he did nothing for us. Those people still hate him, but he did everything to be buddy buddy with them, and even when they got him stuff, they said it wasn't enough. So that
it just goes to show you, Jdawg, that participation doesn't always mean results. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. The entire voting system as a whole is centered around what? Edomite supremacy. It doesn't matter what blackface is on the candidate or on the candidate list. It doesn't matter. Whatever blackface is on the candidate ticket, Edomite supremacy still wins.
Two wings of the same bird. That bird's still flying, though, right?
all right. There was something I wanted to look for, but I'm trying to find it. I'm not sure if I could find it, but you had this candidate. Oh, here it is. I'm just gonna bring it up real quick. So I'm about to share my screen once again so I could bring it up. Here's some more election stuff. You had this candidate right here. Hold on. This GOP candidate. Right now in her state, they're going to have to go through a runoff because they didn't get the right amount of percentage that could declare him or her a winner. She's taking on another black candidate for a Senate seat, and she tried to downplay comments about public hanging. So basically, she was making a joke about, lynching. I'm like, meanwhile, you had an incident, an election day, where you had this guy decided to go vote with this in Mississippi with the Confederate flag shirt that says Mississippi Jumping. And you can also see right here, there's a noose. Sorry about that. I think I just swallowed something wrong. So, and then there was an incident. I think I lost the article, but you had this lady about to click off screen. This lady was just yelling, "Get out," to a bunch of black voters at a poll that I forgot where it was, but it was one of those southern states. So, does anyone have anything to say about that situation?
Basically, Jdawg, it's just typical Edomite supremacy at its finest. I mean, I don't like going in on, the ancestors or something like that, but even with that said, I think the ancestors they had their heart was in the right place, but it ended up being the result of strengthening the enemy. And that's what this whole system is really based on. Just look at the dollar. The dollar is dying around the world. And even if Abrams and Gilliam did win, let's just say if they did win, are they really going to stop the dollar from falling? Really, no.
They're governors. They're governors for their state. They can't do anything nationally or internationally. They can only do stuff for their state.
And that's my whole point. They weren't gonna put a plan together to put together their own state issued currency. They don't even have that type of power. because they're all under the Fed Reserve, which we all know has been a fraudulent government agency since 1913. My whole point is nobody's going to stop the dollar or any of this system from collapsing. Not even two so-called blackface candidates.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I was with Ron Paul back when he was running. Because basically, even though I don't agree with some of what he said, he's mostly about just liberation for everybody, period. Like, get the government out of everybody's business. You know what I mean? Treat everybody fairly and end the Fed with this fiat currency. Stop all these wars. Now, if they get something like that done, then I think that would really be a benefit. But and that would actually cause the destruction and collapse of this supremacist system because it's backed by all these lies that the government has constructed. So I think if we get rid of this, the backbone, which is the Federal Reserve and all of this stuff, the wars that support it, I think a whole lot of us would be in a better position if we could build together and the government is not snatching our money, conscripting us to service and working for them.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to the next topic. I wanted to bring this up. There's actually two articles I actually did a separate video on. Melissa Milano. Sometimes this person right here needs to just shut up and stay out of black folks' business because she decided to go after Tamika Mallory over her support of Louis Farrakhan. Then you have this fatso right here trying to say she's the first plus size. Does anyone know who Monique is? Because I think she was among the first plus size actresses, and she was forced to apologize because a lot of people were calling her out on Twitter, and she even started blocking people on Twitter. And Alyssa Milano just needs to stay out of Tamika Mallory's business and stay. And if she wants people to denounce Farrakhan, why don't she tell people to denounce David Duke and Donald Trump? And I just also found out from Harvey Superboy that she defended James Woods, who is also known to be a racist. But you know what? Alyssa Milano is facing some karma because, and I'll probably get into that later, because another topic I want to talk about is all the bad things that's happening in California, like that fire. Melissa Milano's house is among the many houses that's being nearly about to be burnt down. So I'm like, that's karma. And you know who's also facing karma? See if I can find them. These two right here, they're facing some karma because there was also happened in California, and there was a shooting that happened that killed 13 people, and a niece of this man right here was among the victims, and he wanted to talk trash about Trayvon Martin and stuff like that. So that's another case of karma. A lot of the celebrities over there are feeling some karma after the mess Miley Cyrus and all them. They're facing karma because their houses are being burnt down or their loved ones are being shot at. So, do y'all have anything to say about that?
First of all, as far as that washed up whore, Becky whore, Alyssa Milano, she need to find her ass back on television, and just shut the fuck up about Farrakhan. She needs to just shut the fuck up, fight unemployed Mayo Joe, because unemployed Mayo Joe, he's getting unemployed and getting a pink slip from Trump's tariffs. So she needs to go help her fellow brethren out as far as I'm staying on code and shit. But as far as the Houseleys, I you know what? I know it's controversial, but I don't give a flying fuck. Adam Housley, I'm toasting the glass to the death of his motherfucking niece. Yeah, I said it. I'm toasting the glass to the death of his motherfucking niece. Since this bitch ass Edomite, Adam Housley, had no sympathy for Trayvon Martin, so why the fuck should I have sympathy for his niece dying? Like real talk. He the one going around dissing all types of brothers and shit, and sisters and shit, all types of melanated people say he has no sympathy for him. So why the fuck should I have sympathy for a bitch ass Edomite named Adam Housley and his weak ass wife? Yeah, I said it, his Edomite wife too. That want to defend this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I say fuck all of them, and I say I'm glad his fucking niece died. Fuck every Edomite alive. That's real talk.
Crew, do you have anything to say?
Well, I pretty much agree with KD about 100%. As Dorian always say, I feel nothing. So, it is what it is. As for Alyssa Milano, she's irrelevant. Uh, I mean, she needs to go back to her little softcore porn daytime TV show they call Charm, and they need to get that thing thrown off the air. They need to do her like Rubber Band and cancel everything.
Actually, Crew, guess what? They did a reboot of Charm, but guess what? It's 2 Latinos and a black woman. So, because the old series was just nothing but white women. The new rebooted series is a black girl and 2 Hispanic. A lot of people get mad about that, but you know what? I heard this. I don't watch the show. I don't like the show, but I heard it's doing good with that new diverse cast. So they probably are. Her and Rose McGowan were probably bitter that they didn't get to be part of the reboot.
Yeah, I'm like, look, as long as it's a reboot and these people ain't getting no royalties, especially Alyssa Milano, she should not be doing no special guest appearances or cameos or nothing like that. She's irrelevant. So I said, don't give her no business and like down everything she's in.
Fucking man, Crew. And I just want to point out another thing that she done reference talking about anti-Semitic. They obviously stole that shit from the bloodline from Japheth, Ham, and Shem. What they really should have said was anti-Shemitic, because they actually stole that shit from the bloodline, from the word, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sick and tired of these fucking Edomites, stealing shit from us. Like this whore, Alyssa Milano, just stole that fucking term. That whole anti-Semitic term is fake as hell when the real term is Shemitic. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these motherfucking Edomites, black, white face and everything. You know what I'm saying? The real term is anti-Shemitic, not anti-Semitic.
Huh. All right. I don't know if there's any other topics. Oh, yes, I do have at least maybe one more topic. And this is actually going overseas. And it's very disturbing. I really hope that Julius Malema and the EFF take over South Africa. I heard there's elections coming. I hope that Julius Malema and the EFF, if they're really down with the cause, down with the black community, I hope they take over South Africa so they can stop stuff like this happening. Let me show you. As you know, people are talking about the Chinese just pouring in Africa, trying to take it all over, take all the resources and stuff because they polluted their nation. And you have these coonish African leaders going around allowing the Chinese to have their own police stations in South Africa. And that's why I'm hoping that And you know, a lot of black people over there are fed up with the corruption of their government, especially the young Africans. They are fed up with the corruption by these coonish leaders. But you to sit around and allow a country that hates black people to be allowed to put your own police force in South Africa. I'm like, your police force couldn't handle what's going on in your own country? Are you that weak and corrupt? You won't see that us going over to China or any other country and put our own police force. They wouldn't do that. They went here in America. They didn't want the Black Panthers to police the black community. They tried everything to destroy the Black Panthers from policing the black community. Well, so why should you be allowed to allow these racist foreigners to just come into your nation and just do all kinds of damage? So anyone have anything to say about this?
Really, it's just I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Go ahead, crew. Go ahead, crew.
Yeah, I was gonna say they lost they damn mind. I mean, Nation Black speaks on this all the time. You got to be a monolith. And a monolith does not want another monolith within that monolith. So the monolith is supposed to be the country. How do you have foreign people on your soil talking about they're going to police? Who are they going to police? You or only the Chinese? Is there jurisdiction only over Chinese and over only Chinese owned land or whatever, only Chinese property? Because if that's no, it's crazy. They will never let the Chinese come over. Look how they do about the Muslims that want to do Sharia law out here. They go crazy. These supremacists go crazy because the Muslims want to police themselves. Like, no, you're over here, you get policed by these police. It's all, they've lost their minds.
Yeah, I believe so. It looks like I have another topic I want to talk about first because Black Range just brought it up because it's very serious, and it has to maybe, and I also want to get into a video I recently did. But first, I want to continue with the topic. Katie, do you have anything to say about what's happening in South Africa and basically in Africa, period?
As much as I applaud, Mr. Malema and his effort, the one problem that he needs to switch up right away is stop catering to the faggot. Cause I went on Irritated Genie's channel one day, and I actually heard Malema catering to faggot, and I'm like, he need to stop doing that already if he really want the true black vote in South Africa. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Now, Black Range just brought up something that's very disturbing and involves with, you guessed it, white women. I did a video called White Women, You Are the Worst. And I did talk about Alyssa Milano and Rebel Wilson. And then I talked about the woman that was in blackface. Well, I just did a little, when I was looking in Twitter, I was trying to find, I also showed this clip on the video about this white woman just drinking out of the toilet and stuff like that. And then it says, black men, is this what you want to date? I'm like, I ain't dating that. But now there was something I did not talk about on that video. Matter of fact, maybe after this, you can check out that video. It's in I did the video. It's called White Women, You Are the Worst. Check out that video if you haven't checked it out whenever you get the chance. It's on my main channel, Jdawg 8807. One thing I did not talk about on that video that I'm now talking about in this live stream is this black fishing, where you have these black women. I mean, no, sorry. You have white women. Forgive me for all the black women that are watching this. You have white women pretending to be black women. They are wearing makeup to look like they're black. They're making fake accounts pretending to be black so they can lure black men. They're trying to get benefits that's meant for black women or for black people in particular, all because they trying to put blackface makeup on and stuff like that. And it's this is a disturbing thing that's going all over social media. That's why I was also hoping some black women would be on the panel, but maybe I still might talk about this topic and maybe in the near future because it's really it's really a big problem.
Jdawg, they envy us. That's why they treat us like that. They envy us. They hate us because they ain't us. They just want to be us. So that's why we get the treatment we get. That's why they use us as slaves because we're stronger than them. We know how to do everything. That's why they had to form unions because we knew how to do all the jobs better than them. So they had to keep us out because we could outproduce them. If they just leave us alone, I mean, like, no, they don't even have to help us. Just leave us alone to do what we do. But they could take notes and learn and follow our teachings. You know what I mean? That's like the same thing I was saying about the separation, KD. Like, yeah, we got to separate. But if they follow our laws and, you know what I mean, come to our law, then fine. But if you're not going to follow our law, then we got to separate from you. And that goes for those of us that look like us, too. If they're not following our laws, they gotta go. You know, I can't be around it. But I got to step out for a second. I'll be listening, though.
All right, KD, do you have anything to say about this disturbing issue?
I know it's gonna be a surprise. It may be disturbing to them, but I think this completely validates sisters altogether that they are indeed the best group of women in the universe. The fact that you still got Becky trying to copy them and trying to take over the resources department, which really isn't much for sisters anyway. All this does is to validate sisters. So if I was the likes of Paris Milan, I will actually clap this on because this really validates sisters as the best group of women in the world. It just proves it once and for all that we got the best group of women in the world. That's all it is to me.
Yeah, I kind of see it in that way. Yeah, for all these years, they kept saying that white skin was the standard of beauty, and that what the black girls were looking like was trashy, ghetto, and ugly. Yet today, you have the same group of women trying to compete with black women, trying to now take the features, the big butts and stuff like that, trying to take the features of the number one true women in the world, and that is black women.
I mean, because if you really look at it closely, Jdawg, look at what they tried to do. They tried to get the whole they tried to pump up the plastic surgery industry to look like sisters. Now they go on the makeup route. They try to darken their makeup. That's pretty much what it is. Trying to darken their makeup to look like sisters, so that some dumbass brothers could fall for it. You know.
Yeah, they're trying to get. I heard that B. Miles talked to a white woman who was a former feminist, and she said that black women going through the feminist movement was stupid, and this is what a white woman said had told B. Miles when B. Miles talked about in this video, and they said that we were the more desired men. There was even a white woman on the video that I think I saw that even said something like that. And then that they try to separate black women from us is because secretly some of them white women want us, even though I don't want them.
The whole game of it is, if people really look at it closely, if I'm a sister, I'd be happy. I wouldn't be so sad because this just shows once again that sisters are the best group of women in the world. That's all it is, Jdawg.
Yeah, in a way, I could say that, but the reason why I find it disturbing is because this is a way this is also being used to mock black women and try to uh this is trying to show that how much they really hate black women at the same time too. And I like, if I want a dark skinned woman, it's going to be a real black woman. I do not want a pretend black woman. I know I'm a single man, but if I want a black woman, it's going to be a real black woman, not a pretend one. So that
And
my
I can see it from that point of view, but it's like at the same time, this is how I see it. You know, I see it from a silly positive point of view. This just goes to show me that we really have the best group of women in the world, and everybody else is trying to copy them. So what pisses me off is that what is up with this swirling route when we have arguably and by far, without question, the best group of women for us. Now,
you
I'm not trying to be super religious or nothing, but we do have, I mean, the Lord did make those women for us.
Since you brought up swirling, there is one last topic. Viola Davis. Viola Davis made this ridiculous comment one time saying that black women should be in more roles with hunky white men in the movies. You had LeBron James praising black women. He got criticized. But Viola Davis saying that black women should be with more hunky white men in the movies, she's not criticized. And then she tried to calm it down by saying this stuff. If I can find it. If not, I basically can talk about what she said. It was something she said that also kind of disturbed me. She said that it's a couple. It's not she's not the slave master, but no, what it is the agenda to promote squirreling so that they can separate black women and black men so that we won't reproduce and make 100% born black babies. And that is one of the reasons why I am not going to support the Widows movie. And this is despite the fact that Viola Davis is married to a black man. I mean, I gotta admit, she's a good actress. She's done a lot of good things, broke a lot of barriers in the acting industry. And I'm like, what does her husband have to say about this? Her husband she does promote black love as well because she is married to a black man. But this could cause some issues for her in the future. I'm not hating on Viola Davis. She can do whatever she wants, but this could cause some issues and maybe some of her fan base to basically back away.
I'm just gonna say this, Jdawg. While the sisters should boycott Omari Hardwick, I say every brother, every male fan that's a brother, that's a fan of Viola Davis, we should boycott Viola Davis.
Yeah, they want us to boycott Michael B. Jordan and Armerick, but then we're gonna have to boycott Viola Davis. We're gonna boycott any of these black celebrities that want to put up a swirling agenda, black man or black woman, instead of a pro-black love agenda.
And I think it's fair because I don't blame the sisters for pulling away for Amari Hardwick, but I think us brothers that are fans of Viola Davis, which I'm not, but for those that do support Viola Davis, didn't support the movie either. I say let's boycott both ways to make it fair. How
Yeah,
about it, Jdawg?
yeah. Why don't we boycott shows like Power and movies like Widow and stuff, and we boycott anything that Tiffany Haddish does if they keep on with this menstrual show garbage that's making us look bad.
I sit there and say, let the unemployed male Joe support her. Let them support that film.
I know, and I bet you none of them like Viola Davis. Watch this only let white people don't go to her movies, and her main base doesn't support it. And let's see how much she really needs us or the other community.
I say to both Amari Hardwick and Viola Davis, let them fall.
Yes, and then they're gonna realize who has been the base that has supported their film career, their television career, and etc. Yeah,
Like
we need
real.
to start boycotting some of these black celebrities who are not the best. Malcolm X even said, "Don't trust the black celebrities." And these black celebrities, I'm not saying that they should just go out and quit their jobs or whatever, but if they're not, if they don't realize what system that we're living in, then why should we continue supporting them? So that's all I have to say.
My whole picture is anybody that validates Edomite openly, whether it's a Becky or Mayo Joe, boycott their ass immediately.
Hey, I'm along the same lines, KD. So, but I also think what Viola is doing is way worse than what Amari is doing, right? Because I haven't seen Amari winning go down black women. Yeah, he got him a white girl. That's okay, that's over there. But he's not sitting here talking about black women and talking about black men need to go date white women. He's not promoting it. You
You
know what I
know
mean?
what?
Viola
You
is
know
sitting there
what?
promoting it, and that's the problem. If you ain't, like I said, if you ain't got something good to say, just shut up. But you know what I mean? Do what you do, but shut up. But she's promoting it. Just like on her TV show, what's he doing? Having all kind of irritated things say white sex. You know what I mean? Outside of marriage, just flooding around the whole show. You know what I mean? Adultery and everything. And this was on the show. That's what she's promoting. Same writer for Scandal. I don't support Scandal. I mean, it was a catchy show, but I don't watch it. I don't need that kind of drama. You know, it changes your mind about stuff. It don't keep you focused.
Crew, you just brought up something. You have singers like Chili and Viola Davis promoting swirling. You don't see none of the black actors, even if they're with white women, they're not promoting swirling. That's a interesting fact. You have black men like LeBron James and a couple others who are praising black women, yet they get attacked. Now, they're mostly getting attacked by the races. They're not getting attacked by us. But the people who are getting attacked are the black men that are praising black women. That's
That's the same crowd that's promoting the swirling on the actresses side. I bet.
yes.
My only thing with that is it's obvious that they're caping for check. I don't really think it's the man specifically, even though some will say it is, but they're really saying is let's marry ourselves to the system and get as much as we can out the system. That's what I'm saying about not just Chili and Viola Davis, but I think Omari Hardwick is doing the same thing, try to make themselves relevant. Now, I noticed somebody said that Omari didn't promote it, but technically, in a way, he kind of did promote it just by telling sisters to validate his Becky.
Okay, that is a problem then. All right. Your fan base is black women, but yet you want to validate white women. That is a problem.
Yeah, and basically, when I watched Paris Milan's video, that was pretty much her point when he was talking about sister should validate his Becky. I'm like, oh hell no. That should not go down.
All right, I got one more thing that just came up. Since we're in the acting world, I want to talk about this actor right here, Viggo Mortensen. I've watched a couple films, like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. He got an upcoming film where he is with the black pianist, and he's supposed to be some kind of bodyguard. It's called The Green Book. It's getting good reviews, but that's Rotten Tomatoes' opinion. But he is now apologizing for using a racial slur. So, and I'm like, see, Hollywood, even big time Hollywood, is now showing its racism even more. Now, all of this came when Trump went into office. I say, screw your apology.
Just typical business with Edomite supremacy to me. And me personally, I wish he wouldn't tone it down. I wish he would keep it going so these Edomites could show their true damn colors. I don't want them to hide shit at all.
Yeah, and I hope that some of these coonish people can start realizing what kind of world they really live in.
My point exactly, and that's exactly why I want them to keep going so these dumbasses could wake the hell up, not realizing that we are not in a post-racial society.
Crew, do you have anything to say before I wrap this up?
No, basically, no, it's not post-racial. These people created race. Like I said, they're the ones who separated themselves from us. They're the ones who came up with this whole racism system, called us black, put us in the class just so they could say they're better than us and all of that. And it took 400 years to teach them that they're better than us. So it's going to take a while more before they realize who we actually are and who we are the originals and that we built everything. But either they'll get with the program or they're going to fall by the wayside. I'm talking about our people too. So that's all I got to say.
Okay. Hey, Afrocentric Anatomic TV. I wish you came here earlier. I'm kind of about to wrap this live stream up. Hopefully you get a notification next time. I would like to hear from you in the panel one day in the near future because I know you're making videos. So, but anyway, I'm about to wrap this up. So do y'all have any final statements?
I just want to promote my channel for a little bit. For those who don't know, I do have a channel. It's the same name, KD84. Just type it in the YouTube search box. Sub me up if you love my content, and I'm probably gonna come up with a next video tomorrow because my computer's down. Unfortunately, I had to put my last two videos through the phone, and much love to everybody that subbed to me. Much love, Jdawg.
All right, and also you can put your channel link on the chat room so that people can go click on the link. Crew, do you have anything to say? And also, you're allowed to promote your channel as well. We want many people. Make sure y'all subscribe to each other in the chat room, especially if y'all making content of your own. It's good that we need to connect to our community even more. But Crew, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I just want to appreciate you having me on the panel. Shout out to you, Jdawg. Shout out to KD. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My channel is CRU Reality, Culture Revolution Underground. We got to change the minds to change the culture. And check me out because I do a lot of builds with different people too. I've been on different panels and everything. So, Jdawg, I invite you, KD, to come on the panel with me. I'll let y'all know when I'm gonna go live or whatever. But much love. Thank y'all.
All right. Hopefully, I'm able to make it or anything. But all right, we're about to wrap this up. Thank y'all for everyone for coming on. Make sure y'all subscribe to those people that I just have on the panel. And make sure y'all subscribe to each other as well. That helps as well. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to me. I'm on different platforms. maybe later I might have you can come back during the replay when I'll probably have my stuff in the description box or comment section. But that's all I have to say for now. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch y'all on another video and live stream. I am planning to do a live stream on Wednesday. So at 7, I believe. So hopefully 7:30. Might make an announcement later, but thank you for your time. I hope to catch y'all in another video or live stream. Peace, everybody.